Hello, hello. All right, I do have to warn you, there is some background noise. There's a bunch of chickens in the background squawking up all day today. But what I wanted to do was just to get a simple message over to you, because I understand the mentality of struggling to achieve a goal. And I'm going to use the result of achieving the perfect body goal. This will apply for every goal in life, but right now I just want you to focus and visualize the one thing that I'm talking about. When we look at achieving a goal, we look at trying to control it. And when we're trying to control it, what does it feel like? It feels hard, right? It feels like struggle. And in that, if you know anything about energy and attracting what you put out into the world, manifestation, however you want to decipher it. I mean, it's energy. We all have energy. We are energy. So, whether or not you comprehend that, I know for me, I didn't comprehend it as I do now, and I fought it very, very much so. But if anything feels really, really hard to do, we're coming at it with a negative vibe, a negative feeling, a negative intention, negative energy. And when we put negative energy out, we don't get what we're looking for. We get more negative energy back to us. And in that negative energy, like we might work really hard. Say, for example, you're exercising really hard and it feels like your effort, you're stressing yourself out, you're challenging yourself. And I know that exercise is a stress, right? But it's a good stress. It should feel good in the end. I mean, there's times in my workouts it doesn't feel good, but I know that it's for a greater good. And so I don't feel like I'm really hating the process, right? I could struggle in it. There's a hummingbird here, right here. So if you hear chirping, if I struggle in it, I know that the struggle is worth the struggle, because there's going to be an outcome that's good, right? So it's good energy, really. So there's a little bit of a confusion there. I know a lot of people, and for me too, I thought that I had to work so hard and I had to be miserable in terms of getting to my success, because I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to look better and I wanted to feel confident and I wanted all of this. And when we put it all together, it gets very, very confusing and loud, and it still feels hard. So if that's where you're at right now, I want to just, my message for you today is that it doesn't have to feel like that. When I started to understand that that was my problem, that I was going at it in that way of struggle, I hated it. I was never able to live in it because I wasn't going to consider staying in being miserable. We don't want to. We should never decide to live in misery. Then I realized I had to switch everything. Like I had to turn everything upside down. And I know for a lot of my clients, that's where we've had this conversation before. If you've heard me talk before, my whole basis of success, which I know works, without a doubt, it's just you have to come into it with the right energy. But I've always said that you have to turn everything you've learned upside down, and I truly know that that is the case, because what we've been taught in terms of dieting and exercise and limitations and deprivation and restrictions and all of that noise and rules, it feels hard and it feels bad, and that is not the way we get to feeling good about us. Like, we're still energy. So when we're moving towards something that feels bad, we're still energy, and we have our spirit and our intuition and our mind and everything else that wants to feel good. So why would it continue to choose to feel bad? It doesn't. But we're listening to the rules, we're confusing ourselves, and so it leads us to this cycle of feeling overwhelmed and crazed, and I keep losing weight and I keep gaining it and I keep feeling good and I keep feeling bad. And when I look at threads, I'm in a lot of groups online, and you even just look on Google searches for different programs that are out there. People are working out to different programs, like 8-week programs, 12-week programs, 6-week programs, whatever. In the industry, there's so many. But if you look through the threads, there's so many comments that breaks my heart, because it's to the point of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I let myself get to this point. I had followed this program or another program in the past, and I had such great results, and now I can't believe I see myself back here again. And that is such a glaring example of what I'm talking about, is we follow these things with these rules and this hardship, and we should come at it from a place of feeling good, right? To be grateful for where we're at and moving towards that feeling good, because you can have the results. Keep them when you feel good. I've been living this for longer than I can even pinpoint. I just didn't know it, right? I kind of moved myself into it, energetically speaking. I moved myself into it, and then I was teaching my clients how to achieve the results, but I wasn't able to explain it in this depth, which is what our new course is going to be all about. And I'm just so excited and proud of this. And it is really just about letting go. And it's not for everybody. People that need to just have the rules in front of them, they're not ready for this, then this is not going to be a good thing for that person. But this is for the individual who's done programs on autopilot for so long that you're just like, where do I find that next level, right? I've done this so many times. I know what I'm going to get from it. I want to get off this crazy treadmill and I want to go to what feels right. However you want to call it, title it intuitive training and eating and living, but living from your heart, knowing what should I feel, what should I do, how should it feel, and the results happen. So we dive much more into it. We have so much awesome information coming and homework coming, and I pour my heart and soul into this program, and I know it can help those of you who are ready for that next level. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me, let me know, comment below. And I also would want to know, are you stuck in the struggle? What has been your biggest challenge and hurdle? And where do you keep getting yourself stuck? And where do you feel the hardest stress about it all? For me, it was in the foods. I hated cutting back on my foods. That was my biggest thing. So what's yours? Share with me below. I'd love to hear. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an amazing day, and see you soon.